Hey friends, this is Rodney.
What's up, fam? This is Lakiba.
Hey to the now, it's Nasha.
And welcome to conVo with Friendz. What's up, guys? We are here for another Friday. Another Friday. This is your first time tuning in. We are a podcast talk about politics, finances, just regular values and beliefs, tabloids, and casual conversations. We want to say thank you for listening to us today. We have Christian Lakiba. Woo-hoo! We have Messy Ernest, who is not in attendance. He's going to be our stick and shut-in today. We have Republican Nasha.
Hey, now.
And we have all the good old Google News, Rodney. And how you keep this podcast going, you guys? You know, there's sow a seed.
Sow a seed.
We can take all donations. You can donate to us in whatever podcast platform. List us on in the description box. Or you can go to www.convowithfriends.com and click on that donate button. But as Brother Ernest always say, we don't take anything less than $5, okay? We got to pay this engineer. This stuff ain't cheap. And we trying to get some things out here. And also tell a friend about us and also subscribe to us on all our channels and social media at conVo with Friends and give us 5-star ratings. All right. Lakiba, how was your week, sis?
I am so excited. I had the opportunity to start a group on Clubhouse called Girl, You Need to Boss Up.
That's that one. I just like how you said it.
Girl, you need to boss up.
Yes.
And you know, it's so funny because it really has been in my spirit for a long time to just really be able to show women, I know we say girls because that's what God gave me and I'm obedient, but it's a show that really encourages ladies and men as well to just boss up no matter what you're going through. We all have problems. I don't care how cute we might look, how handsome we might look, or where we live or whatever. Everybody has issues, but even through those issues, you still need to find a way to boss up. Boss up in the marketplace, boss up in your finances, boss up in your education, boss up in your intellect. And that's what Girl, You Need to Boss Up is all about. We have our second show that's coming on Clubhouse, guys, on Wednesday coming. It's every Wednesday, so I'm super duper excited. So good week, a lot of planning just to do an hour show.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And my homegirl was on there. She loved it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. She was like, you know, I followed Lakiba from the show. What she say? The Christian from the podcast. Oh, Lakiba. And I was like, yeah, you know, she be doing some things.
Oh, wow. I'm excited. You know, when everybody started coming in the room, I was like, yes. It was great. It was great.
Look, we got that anointing on you. Ha, ha, ha.
Ha, ha.
Things happen. All right, Nasha, sis, how was your week?
Oh, it was amazing. So Friday, I hit up my friends at Round 9. We had a great time. I definitely got a kickboxing experience again. I definitely want to do it more often because it's nothing like working out. But when you're having fun with it, it's a whole different touch.
You need to be their mascot. You be mascot for them.
Oh, really?
Come on, brand ambassador.
But you know, I'm a brand ambassador at heart, and I love supporting businesses overall, and corporations and small businesses as well. You can send your products over to your girl. I also gave to the homeless Saturday. I do it once a week. I was really wanting to start doing it like once a week. I know I do it once a month. I just do it on my own strength because that's something that we need to do. We need to realize that everyone is not in a position to have their basic needs in life met. So we need to just come in, you know, if you don't have the money to give these people, you can always join an organization and definitely get sponsors so we can get these people fed and hope to get these people off the streets.
Right.
And also coming here today, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm a little, can't breathe. I think something's blooming outside and my allergies have me crazy. It's not COVID. All right. On the way here, guys, I was in a high-speed chase.
What?
Yes. Oh my God. It's like this crime is crazy out here. So I'm like driving down the street, you know, I'm already feeling like can't breathe. And I'm like, okay, do I call in today? You know, since I'm the only one that haven't called in on the show, I was like, I can't call in. I got to make it. Even if I just fall dead at the door. So I'm just driving down the street, about to get on the highway. And I look in my rearview mirror. I'm hearing sirens, but I'm like, okay, they're not. Guys, this pickup truck was on my ass like he damn near run me off the road. I didn't realize the police was behind him until he passed me. I felt my my car.
Oh, so he was running from the police.
He was running from the police,
Lord,
and he was
Jesus.
on my ass to where if I didn't stop, you know what I'm saying? It was like he was going to hit me to get away from the police.
Wow.
And it was like really, really scary. Like I was like, oh my God, that's why I don't come outside. I just stay in the house, y'all. Because it's like, as soon as I come outside, it's like I'm in the middle of a police chase. I'm talking about like, I didn't do it this time. I promise, Mr. Police. So other than that, it's been very interesting. It's been a very interesting week. I'm getting settled in. I'm finally unpacked and I'm just enjoying life, enjoying my space.
Awesome.
And my energy.
That's good
That's
stuff.
a blessing. Well, with me, everything is going good. My good friend, Representative Erica Thomas, having a Black Walk of Fame that she's inducting in Atlanta off MLK by your house, close to you. Yeah, so now it's Cicely Tyson, Beyonce. They all gonna have that picture, like how Hollywood got theirs.
Wow.
It's gonna be for Black people in Atlanta. Oh, well, Atlanta's not gonna say Black people. People in Atlanta's gonna have the same thing.
I like
It's gonna be called like the Walk of Fame in Atlanta.
So that's amazing. Stars in the ground.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be just where they build all that stuff because they're gonna have a dedicated spot for that. They're about to be gentrified. I just found that out. So if
That
you got
area
money, you better buy some property out there. I'm telling
It's
you.
already, because I know the duplex that was next to me, she brought it 2 years ago for $35,000. Don't you know this lady has not touched the duplex, and it's right now it's $160,000.
Yeah.
And she haven't touched it.
That's a blessing.
It's like abandoned, and it just increased like that.
Yeah.
Look, look, I'm telling you, got some money.
That area is booming right now.
And also, if you were on Clubhouse tonight, you will be hearing my voice pre-recorded because I was one of the main featured authors for this book club on Clubhouse called the Book Slam. So that's very amazing. Shout out to the creator of that. So thank you so much for thinking of me, and I hope y'all buy the book.
Absolutely.
Shameless plug, many worth through my eyes. And for the second shut-in, we're going to give it to Brother Ernest. You know, he had to get flued out last minute.
We miss you.
We going to miss you, Brother Ernest. But, you know, he been taking a lot of breaks, though, no shade.
I'm the only one with perfect attendance.
You are.
I am the only one. So
are.
y'all owe me dinner.
we do owe Nosh dinner, definitely.
We do, but let's get this thing started on the road. All right. So the business of the week, and I just found it was so cute to me, you know. I just be looking for things, you know, just to support and shout out. And this thing is called Just Us for Kids.
Okay.
We opened Just Us for Kids, the most popular African-American online store in Dover, Delaware area in 2021, with high hopes of recapturing the lost art of play. We have decided to actually offer a selection of toys, aka dolls, that get kids and parents playing with each other again. With a broad variety of toys, aka dolls, and the finest in African American dolls, whether it's a classic toy for a newborn or a unique gift for a celebration, we can help you find something creative, unusual, and most importantly, fun. And the website is www.justusforkids.com, just how it sounds. And their phone number is 302-612-0340. Again, that's 302-612-0340. And they basically, you guys, they make Black African American dolls. And I thought that was, and it's so, y'all, I was like, I brought my little niece one,
so
and she's 18.
Oh.
But it's so cute. Like, the dolls are just so beautiful. I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
I used to love my dolls.
Yeah.
I never did mess with their hair because I'm not a big hairdresser. But because my birthmark is on my face, y'all, I used to draw on my dolls, like little tattoos. But it was like so crazy because they didn't have black dolls all the time.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I remember you got a light-skinned doll, or you got like a Oliver color doll, like a little grayish doll, or you have a stuffed animal. So it's just like, this is the new generation to see the black Barbies and the Bratz.
I like that. You can see yourself now. I think that's very important.
Yes.
So that is the business of the week, which is Just Up for Kids.
Amazing.
Awesome.
All right, now I'm going to Let's Chat. And this is where I found a good old Google News. And so, y'all, I found this very alarming. And I feel like this is what's going to be going on in the world, especially in America. Okay. So what's going to Google News, you guys? A judge dismisses Houston hospital workers' lawsuit about vaccine mandates. Okay. A federal judge in Texas has dismissed a lawsuit brought by employees of Houston Methodist Hospital who have challenged the hospital coronavirus vaccination requirement. U.S. Judge Lynn N. Hughes is the Southern District of Texas issued a ruling on Saturday that upheld the hospital's new policy announced in April. The judge said that the hospital's decision to mandate inoculations for its employees was consistent with public policy, and he rejected a claim by Jennifer Bridges, a nurse and the lead plaintiff in the lawsuit, that the vaccines available for use in the United States were experimental and dangerous. She quoted, "The hospital employees are not participants in a human trial." Judge Hughes wrote, "Methodist is trying to do their business of saving lives without giving them the COVID-19 virus. It is a choice made to keep staff safe, patients and their families safer." So my question for the people today at conVo with Friendz: do you think that your job should make it mandatory for you to receive the COVID-19 shot?
I don't. I mean, I think it is a choice. But when you really look at it, when you're working on a regular 9-to-5 corporate type setting role, you have to take the flu shot. You know, and often I was just actually having this conversation with someone earlier that, you know, it's not that they are mandating you to take it. They are just setting standards from a quality and a health perspective. So you don't have to take it, you know.
But you lose your job.
Want to keep your job.
Yeah.
But you don't take it, you're going to be finding you another job. It's just as simple as that. So
that's so crazy that you mentioned that, because I was applying for acting roles over the weekend. And Tyler Perry roles, you have to they don't only want to just give you the test when you get there. Now, I think it should be optional. So I totally agree, Lakiba. But Tyler Perry, you have to be vaccinated. Like you have to have the shot, both shots, before that you can come onto their set.
A lot of film sets are doing that now.
So it's like, do you work or do you get the shot?
Right.
But it definitely should be. It shouldn't be mandatory. And I understand with I'm totally with the nurse. Like they should have the choice. You know, it's their life. They should definitely have the choice to take it. But if they don't feel it's important, don't, you know. But you're jeopardizing other people. So when you want to be around different people, then I can see where it becomes like, okay, now you're making a risk to other people's lives. So.
Well, in a healthcare setting, you are required to do what is called universal precautions anyway. Mm-hmm. So you should not even be entering someone's room without a mask anyway. Whether it's COVID-19, prior to COVID-19.
You got to wash your hands.
Got to wash your hands. I mean, you should be doing that anyway, you know. And so I just, you know, I think it should be optional, with employees understanding that universal precautions still need to be exercised.
I would have to say I disagree with this, because I had two choices to choose from today for the Google News segment. And one is it's a new coronavirus strain called the Delta, which is more advanced and that can really F you up coming this fall. So I don't see us getting back. I'm sorry. I just don't see us getting back to normal anytime soon.
Agree.
And I agree. I have to agree with the nurse, Jennifer. Like, this is not even a proven factor drug. This is not even FDA approved. This is y'all basically experimenting on us. They're saying, hey, get this shot so we can make a quick dollar again. Mm-hmm. And I did take the COVID shot. And I don't regret it, but I know other people out here do not want to take it, and that's their right.
Yeah.
So you going to tell me that I can't feed my family and have to go look for a job and get back on employment to find a job because I don't want to take the shot?
Right.
And, you know, I understand the flu shot because the flu shot's already out. 10 years of research or more. That's what that's a good point for that is a standard point for vaccines. 10 years or more of research before you even inject. They didn't even put the damn shit in animals. They injected it in you first. You know what I'm saying? So, Jennifer, I'm with you, but, you know, baby girl, if you want your job, you gotta go get that shot. But that's all I have for good old Google News.
And this reminds me, like back in the religious, like back in school, you know, it was certain religion that didn't have to have the immunization shots. So maybe we can sign something and say, hey, it's against my religion or it's against my practice.
Nah, they did say if it wasn't your religion for you not to do, you can do that. But they come next, they say, oh, this is my religion. It had to be a known thing.
Right.
I think by 5 more employees. So, you work with them.
Right.
But they know this is your religion.
Mm-hmm.
So then you are excused.
Evidence.
Yeah, but now you can't be saying, oh, I'm this. So you don't have to take the shot. They ain't going for that.
Right. People gonna try it though.
Yeah, you know how people are. Well, Lakeith, what's going on your side of the street, sis?
Hey. Y'all already know conversation does what?
Rule the nation.
And guess what's ruling the nation today?
What's going on, sis?
Well, I don't even know if this is ruling, but it's a part of the nation today. Pastor Veronica. She say her vagina is anointed. Pastor Veronica, who's a Nigerian, she's the founder of Life of Faith and Prosperity Ministry. She states that any man that makes love to her will be healed of his infertility problems because God has anointed her vagina to heal men of infertility. Question on the table. Would you sleep with the pastor if you was having some type of infertility issues?
So basically saying your man ain't marching and ain't not strong enough to make that baby.
Right.
It's,
I wouldn't take it that far, but I do believe in sexual transmitted demons.
Oh.
So what happens is, yes, I do believe that you can either charge your man up or you can break him down. And because we are a portal, we are a womb down there. So it's like, are you the person that's entering your body? Are they charging you up? Or are they breaking you down? Are you charging that person up? So I think sex is a very sensual thing. I don't feel nothing wrong with it. But when you have sex with somebody, what type of feeling do you get afterwards? Are you just completely drained, and you just feel depressed and you just feel heavy? Or do that person charge you up that wants you, make you motivated in life? So I can kind of understand on a spiritual note what she's saying, but she's basically popping babies and niggas. She basically said, I'll give you a baby.
I'm gonna say this.
Heard from God on this one. I'm sorry.
I don't like how people, and I always over in Africa, how they always saying, because the other man was saying his penis is, I can't remember, I don't want to misquote him, but he was saying something about he's a healing for the penis. They help women, teach them how to have sex. That's what it was. He was saying, teach them how to have sex and get an orgasm. And he said God anointed his penis. And now we have Sister Veronica saying God anointed her vagina. I don't like how people use things in the name of God. I just think that's wrong because there's nowhere in the Bible.
We got the whole world in our pants. We got the whole wide world in our pants.
This is some foolishness.
It's foolishness. There's nowhere in the Bible where God says this one woman is going to make you fertile. I'm going to say this, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sarah in the Bible had a child at 80 years.
Come on, Bible, stop.
And her husband was Moses. Yes, that is. Thank you. I went to Bible school, Vacation Bible, and I do believe that God can, for you and your husband, can give you a revelation and give and let you have a child. But I don't believe God is going to go out here and say, hey, your penis or your vagina is going to be of the world.
Nowhere in the Bible.
And if you Nigerian women, watch your man around Veronica. Because he said she open for business.
Stop going to Veronica Church, okay?
This reminds me of how couples, you can be with somebody for a long time and they never have a baby. But as soon as you break up with that person, that next date, you end up getting pregnant by them. I done had a couple of friends that happened to. I just say she was not a match to that person. If you together with someone for years and you guys know y'all doing unprotected and you never have a baby, I'm not saying that it may be some medical issues going on, right. But then when you break up with that person and the next person you date, you actually get pregnant by them, Veronica may be on to something,
Sometimes God block things and people don't understand that. And that is so true. One time, I want to get too personal. I really wanted
I don't open up
this opportunity.
Don't tell me you wanted a child, right?
No. It ain't anything about sex. It ain't about baby making. I wanted this opportunity so freaking bad. It was going to pay me a good salary and it was supposed to be guaranteed for 2 years. And I didn't get it. and I didn't understand it because I knew everyone who was over it, and I had connections, and you know, I really feel like I did really good. They promised me the position, and come to find out I didn't get it. And then guess what happened? They got audited. And the whole thing was shut down no less than a week later. So I was going to leave this one opportunity to jump on this other opportunity. And I was so happy because God blocked it. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes we want things so badly and we don't understand why it's not coming our way. And then when something happened, you be like, oh, God didn't want me fair. I would have been devastated if I left this one other thing for this. So I would say, hey, you gotta, you know, I know I'm a Christian. I can't speak about anybody else. When God speaks to you and things are not going your way and you are mad about it, be happy about it because He's blocking something that will hurt you in the long run.
You are right on it, definitely. And I'm gonna end this part here. Let me make sure the saints and the sinners know. Don't go to Pastor Veronica church. Okay. Because she ain't focused on the tithes and the offering. She focused on fornication.
She hanging on that.
Okay.
She hanging on that.
Drive by Pastor Veronica church house. I'm sorry. I just got to let the truth sit where the truth sit.
Pussy power.
Moving on to the next thing because we're not going to get that foolishness no more attention. I'm excited about this one, guys. Kimberly Godwin has been named as the next president of ABC News. Black chick.
Yes.
Kimberly has worked at CBS News since 2007 and will be the first Black executive to run a broadcast network news operation. In her new role, watch this, guys, she will oversee Good Morning America. What? We all know that. World News Tonight. The View. We all know that.
The View? Whoopi Goldberg?
2020 and This Week. So I want to say a great big congratulations to Kimberly Godwin. So what do y'all think about that?
I'm here. I never heard of her. I'm not going to throw no shade.
She bossing up.
Girl, she bossed up.
She bossed all the way up.
I'm happy. And what's so sad, though, and I hate to be the Debbie Downer. It's sad that we are still celebrating first. I say this all the time, 2021.
That is so true.
Why we don't have this already? Why we don't have people of color? I don't care if you're Asian, Latino, Black, whatever. Let some other people do stuff, because we always been YT ran for the longest. You know what I mean? And when Obama got president, people was upset. Why? Y'all white folks been fucking it up for the last 400 years. Let another race try. You get what I'm saying? Like, I see this wrong with that. And, I love The View. I love 2020. Oh, I used to love 2020.
Yes.
And I love Good Morning America because my good girl on there from Past Christian, Robin Roberts.
Love her.
So I'm going to say Kimberly Goodwin. I'm actually going to do some more research on you. I just want to say congratulations.
This is an amazing opportunity. I want to say congratulations, kudos to the new position. But honestly, I just be feeling like they be needing Black women in that mother type of feel, that girlfriend appeal. Like, we get things done. Just think about it. The last fast food restaurant you went to, it was that whoever, we ain't gonna say her name, whoever. Shanika, she been there for 8 years. The other employees might not stand her, but guess what? She know that system.
Inside and out.
You be like, dang, why she take her job so serious? Like, she love her job.
Yep.
So sometimes it takes a Black woman to run a country. Mm-hmm. It takes a Black woman to run a corporation. Absolutely. And a lot of corporations that are ran really, really well are ran by women. So congratulations, Kimberly. Like, you deserve it. I know you know it in and out. I'm glad nobody from off the streets came and just got that position when I know you worked so hard to be there.
Amen. That's true.
You deserve it.
Now, that's a slap in your face too when you work somewhere and they hire outside. You be like, what the fuck?
And you got to train them.
That part.
Yes, and you got to train them. And you know what's so crazy? Public storage was like that. They didn't hire their regionals and their district managers from within. So all of us that was property managers that actually knew the job, you know what I'm saying? We would have to stay in those positions. And if you wanted a district manager position, you would have to actually quit and reapply. Mm-hmm. They don't hire from within, and I don't know why. Why is that?
But the thing, and I don't, we probably really need to talk about this HR stuff because that's a great topic. Not sure. One thing I don't like is when you have, and we're not racist here on conVo with Friendz. I want to put that out there. Yeah, but it's a real pain point for me when you see some boss Black African American chicks doing their thing, and then in comes a white lady that will take the role that a sister is well qualified for. And then when the sister stays in that role, HR, you act like you got an attitude. Okay, I do. Should I not have an attitude? Now you said if I work hard, I can advance and get to this position. But when the position becomes available, you slide Becky up in here. I'm gonna need to see Shaquanda up in here. I'm just saying. We ought to talk about that on another segment. Right. But that's facts.
Child, look, I see it happen too many times.
That is facts. Well, that's what's ruling the nation, guys.
Look, I enjoyed that.
I love it.
Let me get Ernest's voice. Hey guys,
Messy Wendy.
I'm gonna be commentating for Messy Wendy, aka Ernest, and Ernest is talking about Chrissy Teigen tonight, and I know what's going on with Miss Chrissy Teigen.
Wow,
that's what's his name, wife, right?
John Legend.
Oh
yeah.
wow, so what's going on with her? Okay. Issued a public apology after her cyberbullying scandal resurfaces for the past few weeks. A few brands have made the decision to end their business relationship with Chrissy Teigen after some of her previous tweets resurfaced and exposed her cyberbullying past. Chrissy remained silent about the matter, but at the end of Monday, when she released a lengthy apology. Back in May, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and Target announced that they would end their business with Chrissy after her old tweets about Courtney Studden from 2011 and 2012 came to light. At that time, Courtney was only 16 years old, and Chrissy tweets from that time suggest that she should have killed herself. Chrissy had taken to Twitter to formally apologize about her past remarks, to which Courtney said she accepted, but also announced that Chrissy didn't make the effort to apologize until the tweets resurfaced. On a Monday, Chrissy shared a more detailed apology about the whole matter and said, I apologize publicly to one person, but there are others and more than just a few who I need to say I'm sorry to. So Ernest's question is this. Does Chrissy deserve a second chance? Will this put John Legend's career in jeopardy as well? Chrissy's husband.
I like Chrissy and I like John Legend, but sometimes you just got to learn where to put a sock in it.
Yeah. When you're in the public view.
Yeah, when you're in the public view like that, I mean, and then, I tell women all the time, you're not just representing yourself. You're representing your husband, you're representing your family, you're representing a brand. Girl, put a sock up in it and hush. I'm just saying, you should have never said that whatsoever. And then you put it out there in the atmosphere. I'm sorry. Once you put it out there, I don't care if you do say sorry. You cannot. Words can't be taken back. And I always say, if you said it, you meant it. I'm sorry. So I'm just saying we know people deserve a second chance. Lord, I done got 100 chances, but I would say, just be careful, Christy, and I like you. I think you do amazing things, but be careful what you say, because what you say not only affects you, it affects the person you're saying it about, and then it also affects you have a legend as a husband, John Legend. It affects him, the family, your family. Just it's too many people that will be and can be affected off one thing that you say.
I think we all should just take social media breaks sometimes. I cannot imagine how these celebrities feel when people are all in their comments talking crazy. And so I think I'm one of those people that I don't feel the need to bite back or clack back every time somebody say something to me. But after so long, you can start looking like the bad person if you actually are defending yourself too much. So maybe she was just trying to defend herself to this teenager, but didn't know she was a teenager and told her to go kill herself. I don't know the scenario, but do she deserve a second chance? Hey, these companies are not playing. They are canceling you.
Yeah.
They don't care how many followers you have. If you're just not the ideal person for them, they're canceling you. So you got to be careful, especially when you're representing other people's brands. You are a reputation of the brand. So I can understand. And don't let the madness get into your coins, into your
pocket.
bag.
What?
Do not do that. Because that's people out here to make you look bad. Okay. So don't let them make you look bad.
Right.
So make a long story short, it shouldn't affect John Legend's career at all. It shouldn't, but these are the people they choose to marry. I'm not going to be arguing with people on social media. I'm sorry.
I know.
Meet me at my house or my job.
You know what? I ain't going to elaborate on that.
That's
I'm gonna say this.
Going left, Ronnie.
I just, you know, but I didn't know who Courtney Studden was. I Googled, and apparently Courtney was 16 years old, and she was married. She married a 51-year-old man at the age of 16, named Doug Hutchinson. So I don't know why Christy tweeted, "You need to kill yourself," but I'm gonna say this. What I do not like is people bringing up old ass bullshit. This shit over 10 years old. I mean, like, come on now. Like, God forbid when, you know, I feel like I'm up and going. And I said some shit back in the day. Lord. And I'm not going to apologize for shit I said 10, 12 years ago. Because once I moved on, I moved on. You get what I'm saying? I think companies need to stop that. People can have an opinion. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You can have an opinion. You know, I don't think you should kill yourself with the right choice of words. Let's just keep it a buck. But why are we always over-pressing, over-issuing things? People say fucked up shit all the time. Should I go and report to Mac don't work for they saying something nasty to me? You know, we're gonna do it for everyone. Don't do it because you're famous. So it's some regular people out here that say some fucked up shit all the time. Okay? I've been to clubhouse rooms. I was like, oh my God, did they just say that? Mm-hmm. But I like it because it's called freedom of speech. Mm-hmm. And we're getting too damn sensitive.
Yeah.
Girl, when you marry somebody at 16 and you 51, you need to boss your ass up, boss that vagina up, get some of Pastor Veronica Punani and boss up. You get what I'm saying? You can't be a 16-year-old talking about, I'm only 16, no bitch, you married a 51-year-old man.
You should have been ready.
You a grown-ass woman now. Periana. Okay? So
should have been ready for this, okay?
I'm not saying somebody should tweet that you dead, but people gonna have opinions. And I tell people all the time, words are words for a reason. Opinion is a word for a reason. Somebody had an opinion, made the word a word. You cannot get mad for people's opinions. What you do after that. Mm-hmm. If I'm 16 and I met a rich ass person at 51 years old, guess what I'm going to do? Carry my rich ass to the bank. Bye, broke bitches. You're bad. I'm in my bag. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why people that's always upset and resurfacing old tweets. I think that's bull. Yeah. That's like when Bill Cosby was about to take over that. What was it? ABC News. He about to take over one of them places. And as soon as his name got in the hat, here come these allegations.
Right.
Oh, he drugged me.
Yeah.
It's a task force out. I'm telling y'all, it's a secret task force that dedicate their time to destroy people when good things are happening for them. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I feel like when you go outside that line, and I feel like you have parameters they tell you to go by. Absolutely. And once you go out, I mean, it happens all the time.
This is not the first time Tegan actually was in the news or in the media about saying some things that so she had said something about some little girls doing the splits once. I didn't even know who she was. I didn't even know she was John Legend's wife, and I looked her up. Like, everybody was talking about it on Facebook, and they was just saying she was saying some disturbing things about little girls as well, overall, saying how she should be in jail with the thoughts she had when that little girl did the splits or something like that. So sometimes we just gotta watch. We can't say everything that pops to the brain, and I'm learning that too, y'all. But I'm knocking at 40's door and some crazy things that go through my brain.
But one thing I'm gonna say this, for one, she's from a different culture. Just keep it real.
Yeah.
And people are raised differently. I might think something's totally right in my defense of what I did, and you might be raised in a household that's totally wrong what I did. Mm-hmm. So who are we to tell somebody how to think and how to feel? You get what I'm saying? Absolutely. We say in America we accept all different religions, we accept all different people, but when you step outside of the norm of people for normal, you're wrong. And I don't get that. For her culture, they might say you need to kill yourself and just like call somebody a bitch.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So we gotta be culture sensitive. Know, like, she probably didn't mean it that way. This like she might say, bitch, you crazy, man, somebody who's 51 years old. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So people take things out of context. This is how I feel. And when it comes to John Legend, I don't see why that would be a John Legend's issue. He is still John Legend. He has a nice body. But that's how I feel, y'all. That's all I got for for this question. Well,
Chucky Bride.
You so silly. All right, Nasha, what's going on your side of the street, sis?
Hey to the now, back at it again. So at the beginning of our season, I touched bases on something very similar. I touched bases on this matter at the beginning of our season. You know, the migrants that fled their country in hopes that they will find a better future here in America. Mm-hmm. Biden and crew, well, they have their hands filled, okay? Months later, thousands and thousands of immigrants, we're not going to say immigrants, we're going to say migrants. Migrants have came across the border, and there's no exact plan set for them. Just until recently, no one from Biden's administration has visited these folks. So there's no plans. You guys haven't went down and visited folks. And believe it or not, many of them are children without their parents.
Yeah.
So we're like, what's going on here? In my opinion, I'm all for helping other countries and allowing immigration and allowing people to come here and build a life here in America. But when I look down my street and I see homeless people sleeping on our streets, that's when I have an issue about how we're spending our money and what we're doing with our money here in America. Because there's too many abandoned houses, way too many abandoned houses for us to have homeless people. Y'all, just recently, Vice President Harris actually went and visited South America. And you know what? They wasn't like welcoming her like I thought they would, guys. They actually had signs up, go home, mind your business. Wow. Harris, go home, mind your business. And her exact words was basically, Harris words is, don't come. Don't come. So she went there to tell them, don't come. But it's like, wasn't that what got you guys votes? Wasn't that what got the Democrat Party votes about how they're going to leave the borders open and we welcome everyone? But it still have to be some law and order. Yes, we welcome everyone. If you're on a school scholarship or if you can bring some type of value to this country, I welcome you. I welcome you because there's a lot of lazy Americans. So I'm not opposing other people coming to our country. I'm not racist or anything like that. But let's have some type of system, some type of law and order. You cannot just tell people to come to, you know what that leaves our country open for? Human trafficking and drugs. And my neighborhood's already been ran down with drugs. Okay, so if you're just leaving the borders open, there's no type of order in place. Like, it's going to be a lot of angry people. That's why 6-year-olds is getting shot in the head by people that have other cultures, that feel like if you disrespect me, I can just shoot you in your head. We don't do that type of shit in America. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know we've recently been having these little police crime issues, and this whole country was built on deception, okay? And we know this. We understand that my race and many of the people in my past was definitely, some of them were slaves. Everybody wasn't a slave. Make a long story short, we done went through enough in the country to basically inviting people over, and we don't have no real plans for these people. Okay, what are we going to do with all these kids and all these people? Like thousands of people have came over, guys, and they're getting smothered in without their parents. So what's going on here? And all I need to say, all I want to say in this order is, guys, we have to, I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat, like we have to definitely, when we vote, we have to vote on what's best for the current Americans. There's foreign people here that's still waiting to become American citizens. So how we're going to freely open up the borders when we need to, there's people here that's been waiting to become American citizens when we need to handle the issues that we got going on at home. And then we can invite other people in. Those are my thoughts for the week.
I'm going to say this. This is a tough thing for me because I truly feel like you do need rules and regulations. We just cannot accept any and everybody because you don't know what type of diseases, I'm just being real, type of diseases people bringing over, what type of drugs we bringing over, and all that stuff. I feel like you need to be mentally evaluated too, because you just can't come American. You might be shooting up everybody because people have different thinking. You know what I mean? But when people are leaving your country by the thousands and thousands, they say something about the country. So what I would like for America to do is go over there and see what is broken and try to fix that there. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because we got some fucked up shit going on now. During the pandemic, they giving out $100 and $200 million to fix up for goddamn museums. And you telling me a goddamn museum, if worth more than me for me feeding my child. You get what I'm saying? We need to fix our own goddamn shit. We can't help everybody. And I agree with Nasha. Goddamn it. We need to fix some stuff that I feel like needs to be fixed. And it is poor people in America right now who are homeless and starving. And if you keep taking more poor people over who are homeless and starving, that's a big mess. Okay?
Yes,
Right,
it
big
is.
mess.
We have to take care of home. Once you fix home, my grandma always say this, where I got rest her soul, I can't help you if I ain't got my shit together.
That is true.
Right.
So America, we ain't got our shit together. Must be one of both. Now we are a lot better than other countries. I'm not gonna say that, but we can still have work we got to do.
Right.
We still got work to do.
Okay, so
I definitely think, we need to spend more time cleaning our own yard
yeah,
before we even begin to think about the yards elsewhere that needs to be cleaned, because there are so many different issues that's going on that, go unaddressed. And I think, I agree with Nasha and you as well. I mean, we definitely need to clean up what's going on here before you even focus. I mean, it's so much. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but like, I'll be driving. There's homeless people everywhere.
everywhere.
Like, they are just
but some of these scammers
everywhere.
though.
Like
And I'll be feeling so sad.
I'm riding through her living room because she's asking for money, and I see her whole everything.
Everything. Like, and it's just sad. And I hate it when it's wintertime and they're down, the homeless people are in tents. And, every year my family does, Thanksgiving for them. But it's just so sad. So it's issues like that. And so many, like Nasha brought a very good point. There's so many vacant homes that this city got money. Rehab those homes and you can put 2 men in a room until they get themselves together to do something. So I agree. Focus on what's going on in your yard before you try to cut somebody's grass in another yard.
And then like I said, I think it should be a task force from America who should go to these different places who are getting an influx of people come over with their
I like that.
type of country and go in and see what can we do to help y'all.
Right.
And then, once you come in, I agree doing things by the right way. But then on the hand, I don't know what they got going on in their countries make them want to leave and you leaving your child behind because you want better. That says something. So I would say, please, you guys, just, I don't know, just pray for the babies.
Just like Uncle Biden, you done made all these promises. We need you to come through. You know what I'm saying? Don't look like the bad guy, Biden. So Guatemalan protesters basically held signs when Harris was coming over, basically mind your own business, go home. So they're not too fond about, I know everybody didn't like Trump. And I understand how mainstream media made the man look so bad. But I'm telling you, these other countries was jigging with Trump a little better than Biden. Because Biden made a lot of promises and we just want you to deliver. Like deliver at least, 15% out of the 100. So with that being said, that's what I got for you guys this week. I'm always bringing that ratchet to conservative view. So thanks for listening in.
Oh, I just got, our editors who edited her podcast, they was from Central America, not South. Okay, so.
Thank you. Central America. I'm sorry. That's at South America?
It is.
Central America. I'm sorry. So when you're crossing the border in Mexico to...
Girl, let's leave it alone.
Texas,
Leave it alone.
Arizona.
Right, if you don't go to the next
We
segment.
got to do whack ass of the day.
Move it on.
But thank you to our editors. We appreciate you had come over.
They're listening to us now? Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You're so silly. Oh, my God.
Central America.
Oh, girl. Okay.
Thank you.
So we are at a segment called Whack Ass of the Day. And Whack Ass of the Day go to Greg Abbott. We already had a game Whack Ass of the Day before, but now he earned it again. He's a Texan Republican governor. He is now trying to build a wall.
What in the world?
With the Texas border to Mexico. And I'm just tired of this goddamn wall. God damn it. Like we just said, it's homeless people in goddamn
Stop
everywhere.
it.
And you worried about a goddamn... Yeah, you know what? Hey, give me $1,000 for that. You know what I'm saying? If you give a homeless person at least $5,000 going to that wall, they'll be doing good and probably get good for their stuff. Like, this money could be allocated a lot better. I'm not worried about no guy. Guess what? If people want to come over here, they're going to come over here.
Right.
Okay? I mean, are we gonna build borders on the beaches? Because they come in Florida, they're coming on the boat. So, like, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just being real. Like, God damn it, leave this wall shit alone and let's fix America, okay? Because people that come over here, you know what my mom did a long time ago, y'all? She tried to get me not to do shit. Guess what I did? Figured out a goddamn way. And she thought her plan was good. Oh, Rodney ain't gonna do this shit no more. Nope, Rodney find a better way to do it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So people will find a way to do what they want to do. So can we please leave this goddamn wall alone?
Please.
And that's all I have for whack ass of the day. And our good sister Lakiba is gonna do the conversation. What's the conversation today, Lakiba?
The conversation is juicy today.
What is it?
Okay, I want y'all to, make sure you listen. Listen real good. Turn your hearing aids up. As a female, would you date and or marry a man who's had a past history of sleeping with a man?
I'll let the women answer that first.
Let me read that one more time. As a female, you heard me say it right. Would you date and or marry a man who's had a past history of sleeping with a man?
Does anybody want to go?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go first. So I'm gonna say this. You hope when you get into a relationship with someone and you begin to engage sexually, you hope that your new partner, your new wife, your new husband, your new boo, your new whoever is honest with you. I don't want to say you never know, but there is a slight chance that you may never know if they dipped and dived here or there. But for Lakiba, I would feel uncomfortable as a female, as a female who likes men. I would not feel comfortable dating or marrying a man who's sleeping with other men because, if you got that desire, there's always a possibility that you're going to cross back over, and I'm sorry, you got to let me know if it's me, and I'm just, that's just for me. That's not something that I would engage in. That's something that I would, want to be a part of, because if you are sleeping and dating men, leave me alone and going on over there. That's Lakiba and I'm done.
It can definitely be very tricky, like when you bisexual or you're dating someone that's bisexual, and on how serious it's going to be. I think my first question will be to the man: are you the bottom? Are you top? Like, oh my God. How many men have you slept with? Like, was this something that happened to you when you was a child and you just wanted to experiment once? And did you continue to sleep with men? So I would have a lot of questions, but I would definitely want him to be honest with me. I would definitely, then we'll go from there. It depends on whether I like the person. Now, if we're going to be having sex, I'm just saying, we're going to be having sex and I'm going to actually be having sex with a man that have had sex with men or are having sex with men. Like, I definitely want to be tested. We both got to get tested. And I wouldn't say it would be a no-go for me, but it would be on certain levels. Like, are you thinking about just only dating women now, or do you want to continue this bisexual or gay life?
Come with it, Rodney.
Well, let me flip back my eyebrows.
Flip back your eyebrows. Come on with it.
I'm going to say this. Me speaking from a man perspective, I'm a man first, and then I am part of the homosexual community. What I don't think is fair is that women can do whatever the hell they want to do. And
I was going to say that for you.
Block the die.
It's not fair.
And it's okay. But you do have some men who don't like that shit, so I'm gonna put that out there. Some men don't give a damn. They ain't down for that freaky shit. You better dick only, right? Not the pussy.
It can get confusing.
And then you have some people. Then this is how I feel. Let's take it back to a biblical standpoint. I love this. How I get the Christians all the time, because the Christians just be doing so much.
Stop
if God can change you. If God can change you, and we all say God can change, God can heal, absolutely. God can remove.
Absolutely.
And if this man is saying that he's changed,
right?
Who are we to tell this man he not changed? I already say this is not for me. But I think we should criticize a man for having a past of sleeping with men. Because some people, some people go through things. You know what I'm saying? I tried, what you call that shit before? I'm gonna keep it real. Not ecstasy. What's that shit called?
Molly.
I tried a Molly before. You get what I'm saying? And what the word was tried, okay? Mm-hmm. And I left it alone. Does that make me a Molly head for the rest of my life? You get what I'm saying? So we just had to break that down. And I think it's so unfair that women can do what they want and a man is just in this square box. Now, I'm not saying women should not have, everyone should have a preference. I don't care, gay, whoever, man, woman. It's so much going on now. I can't, so many other gender dynamics, you know. But if a man said, hey, I tried it, it wasn't for me. This is what I like. At least give him the respect. He didn't have to tell you for one. Let's just keep it a buck. There's a lot of people that be moving from places.
That's hard.
And you don't know what somebody's doing. So when a man opens up, and y'all want men to open up, y'all want men to talk to y'all, be honest with y'all, but some of y'all can't handle the goddamn truth. And you wonder why you know your man don't want to talk to you, and you might be with somebody right now, and you don't understand why he's so unemotionally detached from you, because he don't feel safe. And when we keep putting this stuff where men don't feel safe, they're not going to talk to you about anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and I like to bring a little clarity in the room too, from a spiritual perspective. So we do understand that, you know, God is able to do all things. That's Bible, all things but fail. So yes, God can change anybody. If you're sleeping with men and now you decided that, hey, you know, I want to now, you know, I don't want to sleep with men anymore. I want to be in a heterosexual relationship. You know, those things are possible. And who are we to judge? Because sin is sin. You know, if you lying, if you sleeping around, it's all sin. If you stealing, it's all sin. But I think it's a matter of preference. And
that's a preference.
It's a matter of preference, not so much judging. But I think from a balanced perspective in a relationship, you got to know where you want to lay your booty. I'm sorry. You just can't be sleeping here and sleeping there. You got to decide where you want to lay your booty and what booty you want to be next to.
Now, are we talking about the past or is he currently doing it? That's two different things.
But no.
Now, if it was your past and you're not doing it no more, who am I to tell you what you know what I'm saying? But now if you're doing it right now, then I can understand a woman saying, well, it's not like a thing you did 20 or 5, 6, 7 years ago. You still like this, so I can't rock with
And
it.
I think the stigma for AIDS is like gay people give you AIDS. So I think the women be like, oh, well, if he's down low, like I think I would rather know that the guy that did it instead of him being down low and he never tell me. And I find out through the grapevine, oh, he used to fuck with sons and sons. I'm like, what?
Right. Like, let me know.
That would be like,
so is it true or is it a myth that once you decide that, you know, hey, you've had that history of dating and sleeping with men and then now you get with a girl, is that desire for you to go back and vice versa? Because I'm going to say this, I'm going to be done. So I had a real close girlfriend who she, you know, the whole while, you know, in high school, she liked girls. She liked girls and she ended up marrying a man. She ended up marrying a man and they still together, got 2 kids, living good or whatever. So, you know, I guess it depends on, you know.
It's up to the individual.
What's tolerable for you and what's acceptable for you. So,
But I just want to make sure I say I just don't like the fact that men don't feel safe in whatever they do. And I don't like that.
Because girls can be bisexual, but then it's like they say men can't.
Well, it's not even a bisexual thing. I don't want to make this like a bisexual. This is in the past. The question was in the past.
In the past.
You know what I'm saying? It's not current. So please, don't, if I'm not doing it, that's like you telling a crackhead you always a crackhead, you did crack one, 20 years ago. That's hurtful when you keep reliving things over and over again. When you are really not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? So women, if you are out there and you have a man who is man enough, and that takes a man to be real.
I agree with that.
Man enough to come to you and tell you,
his history,
his past history. Now, I'm not telling you to be with that, but don't demonize him and make him feel less than for him sharing his truth.
I agree with that. That's a good point.
That's all I gotta say for that.
That's a great point.
Wow.
All right.
That was deep.
Yeah,
it was. That was a good time. Gary came with the topic.
Listen, I'm coming with it.
And we are now coming to the segment called The Letter, read by Nasha.
The letter. Hey, friends. First, I just want to say you guys are one of my favorite podcasts to listen to. Here is my question. Do you guys think it's okay to cheat if your partner isn't giving you any sex? Just for the record, I am a straight male.
Girl, okay, let's answer the question. Cause you do it.
That was not she, y'all.
They know.
It's the just for I'm a straight man for me. I guess cause we kept saying in the past, you know, like we don't know if you a female or a male.
Right, so let me straighten this out right
He
now.
let y'all know that he's a straight man. This is the funny part. For me, this is a tough. Cause I get what he's saying. Okay, so Men are very straightforward creatures. We can love you down. I don't care whatever. I'm just going to speak from a man person. We can love you down. But we're not satisfied sexually. Don't mean we care about the other person if we go out there and get sex. Especially when we asking it from our partner who we care about and they're not giving it to us. Just because they go outside and go get it and come back home to you. I think that's a deeper conversation. I'm not gonna ever say it's okay, but I do feel like this. If you bring to your partner over and over again and you're being ignored and the partner knows it was an issue, I don't see it being an issue on my end. If that makes sense.
So let me bring clarity in the room. So for me, sex is intimate. You know, it's sacred. It's something that you should be sharing with one person, not with multiple people, you know, and especially, you know, I think there's different levels of life. You out here having sex, you wearing a condom and all of that. But when you get to the point, I'm a Christian, but I keep it raw and real. But when you get to the point to where you are just completely raw naked with your partner, you know, you got to get to the point to where that is so sacred. That is, I mean, you're exchanging bodily fluids, and that is just too risky for you to be just saying, I'ma just be jumping in anybody's bush. You better sit your behind down. If this ain't what you want, bruh, give me these divorce papers, keep on going, because what we not getting ready to do is play house in the neighborhood. We not getting ready to do that.
But do you think it's okay that you should deprive your man of sex?
You should not.
I think I think when you guys are in a relationship, you do, as a woman, have an obligation to have sex with your man. I mean, whether you guys are living together, that's why I don't want to live with a man, because I don't want to be obligated to have sex with a man every night. And I know if I don't have sex with him, the next thing he's going to do is cheat. And I wouldn't blame him. At the end of the day, like, men has to get off. Like, they have to get off. Like, people be stressed out that they ain't had no sex, y'all. So if you're living with somebody, that's part of your obligation to get them together. And that's coming from Nasha. That's why I don't live with nobody. 1 Corinthians
7:5 says, do not deprive each other except by mutual consent. And for a time you may devote yourself to prayer. Then come together again so that Satan, these hood niggas out here, will not tempt you through your lack of self-control. So you should not be depriving your husband or your wife of that. I think you should have a conversation and say, I don't want to have sex with you, or hey, if you're in a marriage, it's not sex to me, it's love. You're making love. If you're making love and you're depriving your partner, your husband, your wife of that, then you need to find out what's the root of that. And what is the issue?
And sometimes women, we do be like bloated and stuff when we don't want nobody bouncing in our little bodies. Like we be going through stuff down there. Like, we go through stuff, really. And I really feel that, like, even if you can't give him like sex down there, you need to be like sucking on it, playing with it with your feet or something, getting him together. You got to keep him together. Got to keep him.
I agree with Nasha. I'm sorry.
I'll take the play with the feet, Alex, for $500. Thank you.
Play with the feet.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I feel like when you got some people say married, but when you are in a committed relationship, I think like that should be an obligation for my man and a woman to make sure that their partner is satisfied, because you have some stress out motherfucking day.
And I'm gonna start thinking, like, who else they having sex with? You don't want to give me no sex. I'm currently not in a relationship and I'm not having sex with anyone. But if my partner stopped having sex with me, it might be a medical issue. She might be about to find out she got cancer down there or something, and she just don't, her hormones is not for you, or not even for you, just hormones is not for herself. So a lot of times it don't have nothing to do with that, but really you're gonna have to get that person together. Like at the end of the day, like y'all are sharing these bills together. I don't want you cheating on me, so therefore I'm gonna have to keep you empty.
And some women too, you know, not to get, you know, too clinical, because I'm not a clinician, but, you know, some women have vaginal pain when they are making love to their partner, and they may have made love on a Monday, and bruh, don't touch me on Tuesday because I'm trying to heal from Monday.
That little area between the cuckoo hole and the boo-boo hole,
I mean, it's
they
so
tear
many
that up.
things, you know, it's just so many different things,
real.
you know.
Especially if they don't know what they doing. They jumping in and out of you. Like some people don't know.
Like I need to go to the ER after this. What happened?
Right. You just beat me up. It's so close. It is really close.
I will say.
I need some stitches, doctor.
Yeah. So if he's rough with it, like maybe we do need that week break. And I think you should have time.
I think it's reasonable. That's an understanding issue.
Yeah,
so I'm not there. I would understand that.
He shouldn't be a maniac for sex. Now, if he can't wait a week and he's just cheating on you because you was like, hey, let's build back up. Because you do got to build back up. Like, we're not teenagers anymore. So we got to build it back up after so long. It's like every couple of days. Like, for me, if I was living with a significant other, like I would say at least, 72 hours. Every 72 hours, we can get each other together and then we're going about business. Yeah, but we got to rest. It can't be like, we're not young adults anymore.
That's why you have a conversation, though.
Right, conversation. Got to have a conversation.
But if you just completely stop having sex with me, I'm going to think you cheating with somebody. So we're
Tuesday,
we're obligated to get
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Let us just the rest.
It's Sunday's rest day.
Let's go do something fun. Like, let's build back up. I think that's what happens to these relationships. It's like we base it on sex. Y'all not so much attracted to each other like when y'all first met. So now that y'all live together for like 2 or 3 years, you got to do stuff that's going to make it, yes. So with that being said, hey friends, I'm glad you was tuning in this week. If you have any questions or you need advice or you want to give someone kudos, congratulate someone, reach out to us. We are your friends here at conVo with Friendz. Reach out to us at conVo with Friendz with an S podcast@gmail.com.
All right. Thank
Interesting.
you. That was a good letter.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
We your safe haven.
He said, thank you, straight male.
Let y'all know so you ain't wondering.
I know. Well, thank you guys. We're coming to the end of the podcast. I know y'all get sad. I get sad too, but keep us going. You want to keep us going, you might get a little longer than an hour or so. You can always donate to the podcast, okay? And you can donate to us on whatever podcast platform or on our website at www.comawayfriendswiththepodcast.com. And you guys, let's make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's growing. I see that growing. Thank you for that. Awesome. Thank you for the guys who are, telling a friend about us. We see all of this. So here come from friends want to say thank you wholeheartedly. And, just keep sharing with our friends. You can find us on iHeartRadio,
Pandora,
YouTube,
and everywhere god darn else, okay? You can Google Come Up with Friends and we gonna pop up. So you want to get on Google, just Google Come Up with Friends with a Z. We'll come up everywhere. Well, hey friends, this is Rodney.
This is Lakiba.
Bye for now. It's Nasha.
We bye, guys. Bye.
Yeah, we love y'all. Be blessed, guys.
See you next week.
Hi guys, this is your boy Yet checking in. If you are enjoying our content, can you please follow us on IG and Facebook at conVo with Friendz, and that's FRIENDZ.